Want to go to Mexico? Yeah, baby.
She's a pretty girl. Oh.
Esto dice así, para mi amor del Pacífico, sabor. Cuando yo estaba el otro día viéndote pasar, frente a la playa tu mirada tuve que alcanzar. No me lograba yo explicar, esto no era normal. Cuando en tus ojos yo miré algo sobrenatural.
Baja California, Mexico, winter 2023. Part 5, Wrong Turns and High Winds, Looking for Paradise on Bahia Concepcion. In our last video, we spent 6 relaxing days in a cozy little palapa at Ojo de Liebre. Those days were filled with birdwatching and waiting for the whales to appear. After Christmas, with no whales in sight, the itch to move on needed to be scratched. We packed up and drove back east to the shores of the Gulf. The beautiful desert landscape made up for the long drive, but we didn't record any of it. So here we've arrived at Mulege, a city of 3,800 souls. With options limited, we found a camping site with the help of iOverlander, once again, on the sandy strand next to the Mulege lighthouse. With RVs and vans already lining the beach, to find any privacy, we had to park next to the scrubby brush along the inlet side of the strand. The weather was fair, the views were good, but the smell of rotting fish was horrendous. We were glad we were only going to be staying one night before moving on to Concepcion Bay. With the trailer still hitched to the truck, we were able to leave as soon as our morning coffee was finished. We plugged the coordinates for the local grocery store into our Google Maps and headed into town. Google decided to turn us the wrong way down a one-way street, and after that, it was one bad decision after another. It quickly became apparent that this town was not trailer-friendly. Its picturesque streets were very narrow. Many of them were one way, and the ones we wanted were the wrong way. There was enough traffic that we couldn't stop to get our bearings, and we had to make quick decisions. Most of those were the wrong decisions. As we drove on, our options became less and less, and soon we found ourselves driving up the hills into the residential area. We were nowhere close to the grocery store. At this time, we decided we didn't really need those groceries, so it was time to turn around and get out of town. We came to an intersection of multiple driveways, thankfully giving us a place to turn the truck and trailer around. What followed was a multi-point turnaround, avoiding rock walls and a steep drop-off. Elizabeth got out to help guide the trailer to avoid the obstacles. It was very tight and I could only maneuver about 10 feet forward and back. Luckily, none of the residents wanted out of their driveways during this operation. Between her directions and a lot of shimmy-shimmying, we got it pointed back down the hill. I'd like to say that this was the worst case scenario of hauling a trailer in a foreign country, but that hasn't happened yet. Definitely, Mulege looks like a great town to explore, but it's gonna be a walk and explore kind of town, not a drive your RV kind of town. Once we were heading south on Route 1, the drive along the coast was very scenic. We drove past a bunch of campgrounds, most nestled in their own little calm coves, but none offered the privacy we craved. We decided to explore the southern side of the bay. The dusty track around the bay led through ranch lands. Found a lot of options, not much shelter from the wind except for one site that had a small Palo Verde tree. We set up camp and settled in.
This is what happens when you're too cheap to stay in the campgrounds, in the coves that are protected from the wind. You wind up with ocean waves, high winds, and alone.
You're a savior.
I'm a savior of a shellfish.
Gastropod.
Gastropod, that's it.
I'm dancing like a hippie chick on the street, around the fire in Baja. I'm so cool.
You influencer, you.
I'm influencing people.
Put another cow pie on the fire. Bet it don't smell like bacon and some beans.
I don't know.
We're gonna find out.
I do some cook on it, so
Yeah,
too bad.
yeah. So, no, we'll see what happens. Cow pie. Well,
Is it catching? I think it might.
I think it's actually catching.
It's very dry, very light. So,
We're moving camp again. It's too windy down at the bottom of Bahia Concepcion, so we found a little cove up the road, about 15 minutes, that is free camping. It's closer to 1, but it's hidden in the trees and the water is a lot calmer. We might be able to fish, and we might be able to snorkel, and we might be able to kayak, which we're not going to be able to do here.
no,
So,
it is beautiful here, and
oh my
it's
god.
very, very,
Remote.
yep, you know, you don't feel like there'll be anybody in on you, but the El Norte, the north wind, is so strong and
There's-
ever present, and
White caps as far as the eye
Yeah.
can see out in the
now
bay.
we did have like miles of beach to ourselves, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no neighbors.
it is. We'll have neighbors relatively close, not where you can see them, but they're
I
there.
think if you stand out on the beach, you can.
Yeah, that's right.
They're still half a mile away.
They really can't see into your camp, so we'll see. But we left 2 hammocks, a footstool, and
A green elephant.
a green elephant at the site, so hopefully it'll still be there.
And I stacked rocks so it looks like somebody in a camper or a van is parked there. So
Yeah.
maybe it'll keep somebody from going, oh, this is a nice spot and it's got hammocks. We're going to find out.
We'll find out soon enough.
By virtue of its location on the west side of the bay, the wind was somewhat blocked by vegetation. There were a few campsites further up the beach, but this one had the most wind protection. Once again, we found this site on iOverlander. The description details the many dry stack stone structures in the area, evidence of an abandoned homestead. There was even a fallen down palapa, crushed by the limbs of an overhanging tree. And interestingly enough, an open water well that looked to be about 20 feet deep. In our description, we included the warning to be wary of letting young children and pets roam unsupervised.
Hey, what's up? Some fool kid fell down a well.
Yes!
And who knows what other dangers lurked in the area? Conflagrations in the kitchen? Venomous monsters in the bay? At any rate, we were here and we decided to make this our home for a few days.
Found a new site. One's right there. We're gonna hear traffic during the day, but
Yeah.
not much at night. But this, no wind, hardly.
Hardly any wind. We don't need to worry about a shelter because we have trees,
We got trees.
and the
We got a place
water's
to hang hammocks.
calm enough to fish. And if it calms down a little bit more, we'll actually be able to get the boats on the water. We'll see.
Boats, water, yay.
And our stuff's still here that we left.
Yep.
Now we got to pick up and put away.
Well, we don't have to put away
Just
the
took us
hammocks.
a little over an hour to get here. Not
Yeah,
bad.
not
That's
bad.
including packing up
That's
camp.
driving 15 minutes, breaking up camp, hooking up trailer, driving however long it takes with the trailer. That's longer because the road was rough. Here we are.
Yep. Okay, we'll see how this works.
When I'm at camp, I like to do a perimeter check to make sure there's no errant firewood lying around. We don't want to burn the place down. You gather it all up in a pile.
Now
So
that
you don't have wildfires.
thought maybe you were going to make a comment of when your wife says, let's go check out the beach, and what she really means is, let's
go collect firewood. I know what she's saying.
Your shirt matches the background very nicely.
It's the right
Except for-
choice then, huh?
Doesn't have any palm trees and flowers, but
No,
the colors are right.
but you know, what do you expect from a Hawaiian shirt you bought in Colorado?
And you're wearing down in Baja.
And you're wearing a Baja.
Dinner.
Oh my gosh, you caught a fish already.
I'm hoping you're not too hungry.
Um,
But he's kind of not. I kind of.
he's not even like eating the bait. He was just swimming around and you snagged him.
Well, serves him right. He's bait now.
Hmm.
He's my bait.
Hopefully he'll work. Oh my god, look at the size of his mouth.
This is actually a spotted scorpion fish, and yes, its spines are venomous.
Let me go get some gloves and we'll work it out from there, I guess, huh? Okay, one more time.
I think he might be
I
poisoned.
think she means venomous.
We don't want to find out.
The spotted scorpion fish is found in the western coast of the Americas from southern California, the Gulf of California, and south into Chile.
Down here where I can actually see him there.
Handle with extreme care. If handled in a careless manner and a puncture wound does occur, there will usually be pain, sometimes intense. We've also read that they're good to eat,
I'll cooperate.
but they're also difficult to clean.
Here's another two. Wow, look at how big its gullet is.
He's got a big mouth.
Because you got it really big. Hold still. Hold still. I need something to. Like that. And then I can pull this one up. Come on, almost. Almost. Almost got it. Got him.
There we go. There. Hold him up there. Do not kiss him.
Alright. In the water, Alright. Yeah, I think those are the ones that if you step on them when you're walking in, that the spines are make you sick.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Your weight's gone.
Center is gone.
Interesting.
Interesting. I thought that
Yeah.
I was stuck on bottom, but I wasn't.
You're not. You were stuck on a fish.
The day turned into evening and turned into day again as we enjoyed a nice private beach and a respite from the wind.
Ah. No.
And here too we had bird watching, where we spotted our first blue-footed booby. And of course, there were brown pelicans and seagulls.
Por haber despreciado este humilde ranchero. A veces de guaraches, botas y sombrero. Nunca el valor de un hombre lo hace su dinero. Aunque no tengo nada, yo te daba todo. Pero tú no quisiste llenarte de lodo.
The days were beautiful, but the evenings were sublime.
Ready?
Ready.
All right.
Tequila.
Woo,
Yeah, baby. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
That's awesome.
I don't know how much ended up in it.
I don't know. Most of it sparked.
Woo!
Wow, that's a lot of tequila. This is Baja's version of Bananas Foster, but it's Apple's Foster using tequila instead of rum.
And it's on.
And it's on vanilla yogurt instead of ice cream.
Oh, that looks really good.
That looks really good. Yep. Welcome to Baja.
Mmm.
Oh, that smells. Y'all can't smell this, but you should, because it's good.
I think I made enough for like 4 people.
I can be 2.
It could be 2. I'm going to concentrate this a little bit more before I put it on there.
All right.
Oh, I think it's perfect. Perfect amount for 2 people that are...
Yeah, what was once for 4 is now for 2. It's only 2 apples. I can eat an apple. You can eat an apple.
That's right. I can eat an apple in a little tiny thing of yogurt.
Yeah. And, you know, it was only a little tequila. It wasn't like...
It was all we had left. Sadness.
Y'all can't see this very well because of the light, because it's dark outside. It's like 6:30. But we got our campfire and my yogurt and Apple's Foster using tequila as the base. It's really good. You're missing out. Sorry you're not here. Haha.
For the sunrise. Now you know.
Since we had fish hitting the surface of the water, I attempted to use a topwater lure, but it didn't work. At least, not to attract the fish.
Get any coffee while you've been defending your jitterbug from
I'm
the...
trying to drink my coffee, fish, and defend my jitterbug from a seagull. Apparently seagulls like jitterbugs. At least this one does.
You should catch him. At least you could say you caught something this morning.
We could have
You could have
seagull korma.
seagull tacos.
Seagull tacos.
Yum.
I think they're mad at me.
They're talking smack about you.
In exploring, we found this sign underneath a pile of branches and leaves.
Mis recuerdos mío, alegrías, están en este lugar. Conserva limpia esta playa en memoria de Luis González Arreola. My memories, my joys are in this place. Keep this beach clean in memory of Luis González Arreola.
Because it's an important sign.
For Luis González Arreola.
Arreola.
Arreola. I can't roll my R's. Arreola. It used to be his place, apparently, or where he used to come in.
2 thumbs up, Luis. Wherever you may be.
No children, men, or dogs were harmed in the making of this episode. Thanks for watching. In our next video,
Pretty much what I had to do was wiggle my way up.
Elizabeth gets stuck.
Because there's not a real good place for your feet.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and share. Below is a link to the other videos in this series.